Right, that should be working. I've got to lean back this, otherwise my fucking stomach keeps hurting. So yeah, should be working. I noticed that the picture never came up then though when I was doing it. So I'll just wait for some people to get on. We'll have a chat about whatever you want, really. Alright, Freddie, how come you haven't been on Twitch for a while then? You've been going to bed earlier. Yeah, I'm going to have to sit like this for the whole stream. I've got a sort of groin pain. Right, Stug. Alright. Yeah, that makes sense, Freddie. I just wondered. I noticed you hadn't been on, that as well. Alright, Rich. Right now. Yeah, I don't think you lot have seen me since for a while, but last Friday I hurt my sort of groin area carrying an old 32-inch telly, and I jammed myself in between the door frame and the telly trying to get through. And I don't know if I've got a fucking hernia now or something, but yeah, it's still hurting a week later. But then you can have injuries that hurt that long, can't you? So, but yeah, if I seem a bit out of it, that's why I'm in quite a bit of pain. I have to keep sitting back. If I sit forward, it keeps hurting it. But yeah, all right, Bing, all right, Carlin. I put the did I show pictures of this? So I've done the lever now. So that is finished now. Freddie said, yeah, I've been on Twitch constantly for like a month. Oh, so you had a break, did you? I will get it checked, Stug. I might go. I'll ring them up Monday, I reckon. It doesn't hurt most of the time. It's just if I'm sat forward a lot, it hurts. Yeah, it probably is a fucking hernia. We'll see. Freddie said, hope it gets better. Leon said this doesn't lag out. Yeah, we'll see what happens. Oren, it is Oren. I can never pronounce that. I had to wait till you said it last time for me to say it. But yeah, all right, mate. Cheers for joining in the £10 weapon build. Yeah, it is in. Well, it's hard to explain, Zed. It is in the sort of hernia area where you'd have a hernia. You know what I mean? I got a feeling it is a hernia, to be honest. Or if it ain't a hernia, it's what would be a hernia. But it's in that sort of groin area. Yeah, Dead said words. Slim Tar, you right, mate? As I've said, if this works okay tonight, I'll attempt another stream tomorrow. Oh yeah, that's the other thing. I forgot to mention this. I've not been on for a while. The streams have been fucking up recently, so that what happens is when the comments start to become more delayed for me, not for me, but you know, if I haven't done it, but for the person doing the stream. Yeah, and then after a while it becomes unbloody watchable, if you know what I mean, because the person watching is answering messages 3 minutes late. Slim said, not too bad, finished up with everything at uni, so got nothing to do till September. Oh, no, so I suppose that's good, isn't it? Zed said, that sounds nasty. Would you have to wear a fuss? I'll be honest, if they said I had to, I would. Being said, I'll be mainly listening tonight as I'll be doing a few things around the house. In all honesty, most of the time it's all right. It's only if I'm sat forward a lot, which is exactly the time I would be doing that because I need to look at the screen. But I'm leant back. Yeah, if I lean back, it's not too bad. But yeah, any other time it's fine. Apart from, and in all honesty, with how the doctors are at the minute, and I've looked into it ever so slightly, I think it's just going to be a case of them saying, yeah, it probably is. If you start feeling worse, come in and we'll put you down to get it sorted, which probably be 6 months to a year at this rate. But if the pain starts to subside, I'll be fine. And as I say, it's not constant. It's only if I've been leaning forward a lot, then it hurts. If I have a lie down and then get up and walk about, it's gone for most of the day until I start leaning forward again. Gas Goblin said, pulling her teeth out. Got it half out. Cheers for the NHS. I was on the phone too. Yeah, bloody hell. Yeah. Freddie said, yeah, get some cash in your bank, Slim. Bob, right, mate? Good to see you on. Slim said, yeah, I need to, Fred. Got to keep up the car insurance. Rich said, might join in with the lockdown 10 questions tag, Mike. Thought funny things I could do during the video. Nice one. Yeah, join in then, Rich. Yeah, I'd like to see you join in. Yeah, I've just took some painkillers, so hopefully any pain I've got to wear off in a minute, and then I'll be fine. It's not terrible pain, but you know, there's like an ache down there in the sort of sides of the pubic area, more on one side than the other. Bob said my £10 questions video is uploaded now. Nice one, Bob. Did you credit Serene Madness? Because he was actually the one who. It don't matter if you didn't, but he was actually the one who tagged you first, and then I forgot and tagged you second, Bob. We don't matter. I look forward to that. I shall wait until the stream ends and I'll go and watch that because it should be on by then, shouldn't it? Yeah. If I didn't say what happened, why I've hurt myself, I was carrying one of those 32-inch fucking old CRT TVs. Oh, you was tagged by 3 people, was you? And I knew I wouldn't be able to get through going straight forward, so I thought I'll turn to the side and step out the door. And as I stepped out the door, me and the telly was way too wide. I jammed myself really hard in the door frame between the door and the telly, basically, the door frame and the telly, but couldn't move backwards, really. So I had to sort of force myself through the door while still holding up the fucking telly. Yes, that's what's done it. But hopefully it's just an injury and I've not rested it yet, because you can have like a sprain and that lasts more than a week, can't you? Freddie said, home remedy time. Have you used hot water bottle? No, I haven't. Actually, funny thing is, Freddie, I've not really done anything apart from take painkillers. Maybe I ought to have a nice hot bath or something. Yeah, or something like that. Because I can't really feel no bumps, like lumps down there. But I'm not exactly skinny, so yeah. Bob said, might get some acupuncture if it's available. I swear by it. Well, I'll have to look into that one, Bob. That I've got a feeling over here that you'd probably get charged for that. Over here, don't think you'd get that. You might get it on the NHS, you know. Zed said, could just be a groin strain. It could be. I'm hoping it is. If it ain't, then then it ain't. But yeah, cheers. Man. But it could be. It certainly could be. Yeah. It's fucking annoying, I tell you, because I want to get in the shed and get making some knives. I've got one designed here, and that's not blood on the corner there. That's how big the blade will be about, and it will have that's not real size, but it will have a guard like that. The sort, I don't know what you'd call that kind of handle, an L-shaped handle. That's based off of the case XX or the case 20, I suppose. I've got some designs there. I've drawn a couple of like crude designs so that when I come to make stuff, I remember sort of what kind of things you can do for guards and handle shapes. Yeah, I do want to do another Bowie soon. Right, the comments haven't frozen, have they? Because I've not seen one for a while. This could be the issue coming up now. Or maybe not. So, Bob the Metal Guy just wrote, hi, Richard, about 10 seconds ago. So how long ago was that? When did you see it come? Yeah, so what's everyone been doing? We can chat about anything you want. Freddie said, can you still see comments? I just saw your one. Blade Collector, you right, mate? Yeah, I'm all right. A little bit in pain from a sort of groin injury, but Yeah, not terrible though. I'm just hoping that shit hasn't happened already. Go shooting tomorrow, are you, Freddie? Nice. Military collectibles, Belgium. You right? Greetings from Belgium. Right. Greetings from England. Yeah, I don't know if that was just that. I don't know if that was just when you put 2113, it was 2114, but I don't know if that's just because it just changed. Yeah, I've put the die on it now. I don't know if you've seen it or not. I need to put the leg tie back on as well. Cheers, mate. Yeah, I was really happy with that overall, the whole thing. But yeah, if it looks like I'm not reading the comments out, like, or if I'm reading them way after, I think it's about 15 seconds behind already. I'm always a bit behind anyway. Military said, let's have a pint together, mate. Well, maybe next week. Yeah, here you go. Cheers. Yeah, that's it. Liam, he said, remember when YouTube was 15 seconds behind all the time? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, actually, this has always been better, hasn't it? Brakelet said, oh, what die did you use? I used that, is it Fabings Pro die, I think it was. I would get it, but I'm in a bit of pain at the minute, so I'm just going to keep sitting here. But yeah, you know what I mean. Doug said 2115, but there's 2115 now. Zed said, has it been hot where you are? It's been 22 degrees. I'll tell you what, Zed, it's not too bad in it. It's a little bit hot because that would have pissed me off even more if it had been really hot today as well. You know, being in pain and fucking boiling hot. But luckily, it is. I'll be honest with you, it is quite hot, but I don't know how hot. Right, Bristol. Freddie said I got a bucket barbecue from Tesco petrol station for £7. I had some burgers on it with a mate at 2 metre apart. So you can have some pigeon burgers. Like, nice one. When are they doing the you can meet 6 people soon? Says it, thanks. Stay still. Yeah, cheers, mate. Militaria said, you don't drink tea on a Friday night. You must be British. I'll be honest with you, that's coffee in there, but no, I'm off. I only drink at least once every 2 weeks now. Weekly's too much for me. And plus, with this injury, I can't. Weirdly enough, though, I did the injury last Friday and had a drink, and I was fine. And the next day, it didn't start hurting until about 2 days later. I do sometimes wonder how much of it's in my head, though. I know that sounds a bit weird. When you've got nothing to do, sometimes you can have pain and you can magnify it more in your head when there's nothing to do, if that makes sense. Because I remember when my ear was hurting once, there was technically nothing wrong with my ear, but that bastard ear hurt for nearly 2 fucking years, and at some points I used to feel like I was fucking dying. What did I said? Have a good sweat. I had a good sweat when I had a walk earlier. It wasn't unmanageable. Richard said that refractory cement was easy to mould. Hope to have the diesel forge up and working within the next 10 days. Nice one, Rich. Yeah, I've not really been out much in the day. Iron Man said drink gets boring after a week on the bottle. Yeah, it does. Zed said, I bet someone asked Mike to show the heaviest thing he's got before streaming. Yeah, fuck that. Oh, Christ's sake. Yeah, no chance. RDP, you right, Rob? No, I'm going to flick my shoes off, I think. Might even open a drawer and put my feet up. Oh, yeah, that's much better. I've got my feet up and everything now. Brent said, maybe massaging the area may remove some stress in the area. Yeah, I'll give that a go, Freddie. What I might do, I might have a bath later when everyone's gone to bed. Yeah, just have a nice fucking bath. See what that does. You right, Ron? Military said coffee on a Friday. That's why the British Army saved the Belgians. World War Two. I'll tell you what, I would drink tea, but I don't like milk, so I have black coffee. It's the milk I don't like. Iron Man said nothing beats a pizza, 8 cans of ice cold beer, and watching Brain Dead. Nice one. Yeah, that sounds good to me, Iron Man. I was going to say I might. No, I suppose what I could do tonight, because I might watch a film after this, depending on how late I'm on. I might watch a film and then, yeah, have a bath. I normally have showers. I haven't had a bath for years. I only ever have a bath with a meal. Or injured, you know. Freddie said, "What happened to your video RDP?" I went to go. Yeah, funny thing is, I looked for that, Freddie. The Dave Canterbury one. I suppose you've. I don't know. Dad said, "I hope no one walks in while you're massaging the area." Tim Tar said, "Had to replace a crankshaft sensor in my car yesterday. Car started stopping and losing power when I was out Wednesday." Was that a big job then? That sounds quite. I suppose what kind of car it is, isn't it? Some are easier, and some are not. So I was reading the other comment before I'd finished. He said, Weaponcollector said, don't massage your groin on live chat, mate. It's only just past the watershed. I could be massaging it right now and nobody would know, apart from the shoulder movement and the rubbing noise. No, I won't. Oh, fucking hell. Oh, man, I forgot I had Blood Quantum. I'm going to have to write that down or put it onto my... I keep forgetting I've got Blood Quantum and I've also got something I really badly want to watch. Blood Machines. Blood Machines looks fucking amazing. It's 3 episodes. It's only on for an hour. But yeah, I keep forgetting I've got that because it's on my computer. I need to put it on my memory stick so that it's on my PS3. I use my PS3 like my entertainment system. RDP said I can't have coffee without milk. And he said, "Watch The Usual Suspects." Oh, I've seen The Usual Suspects. I do like that. Jim said it wasn't too bad. I only really looked about 10 minutes. Oh, it only took about 10 minutes. Oh, that's all right then. Someone said online it costs them about 300 quid. Yeah, that's the thing. The amount of money that garages will charge you because you can't do it. Now, if I had a car, I'd do most of my stuff. My dad was never a mechanic, but he could change a fucking engine, or he would certainly try anyway. I've seen him taking out fucking lorry engines because of how much it would cost to get someone else to do it. Military said, "I'm a bayonet collector. What is your favourite bayonet of yours?" I'll tell you what, Liam, Weapons and Stuff 93 will tell you what my favourite bayonet is because he's got it. He bought me it as a present and it'll be arriving soon. I've only got 2. One of them's there. It's like an AKM type one, but without the wire cutter. RDP said, "Oh, the GoFundMe website shut my fundraiser down. I somehow didn't set it up right. They funded. Oh, that's a shame. Well, that's weird, isn't it? RDP. I wonder why that was." Brain Collector, Mike, I've ordered the same marbles machete bowing, going to make a custom. Ah, nice one, yeah. I'll tell you what I'm going to do next. I'm going to do one of those marbles machetes in the style of a cold steel Civil War bowie. So yeah, look out for that soon. It's well worth doing, Blade Collector. I can't wait. Let me see that. I'd like to see that, mate. Slim to change the oil as well, and the bastard who put the old sump plug in it, put it in as tight as he bloody could. Took us forever to get it out. There you go, Swiss SGGW 57 bayonet. Yeah, I've only got one, that one, and now Liam has very kindly bought me a very nice bayonet as a present. As I say, I've only got that one there, and it's behind the banner, and also I don't want to get up. But yeah, maybe when I've got the one off of Liam, I'll do a bayonet collection. It'll just be 2. I'll show you bayonet in the comment. Yeah, nice one. Yeah, nice, isn't it, Ron? Yeah, yeah, I can't wait to get my hands on that. Because I do love a good dagger anyway. So, and that's a big dagger shaped bayonet. Ron said, I bought the Marbles GI utility knife, only $6. Yeah, that's amazing, isn't it? This, I think, was 13 quid originally for that, blade blank, essentially. I've given this a good sharpen now, so I've got to be careful with this now. It was sharp enough before, but now you wouldn't want to fucking drop it on yourself that way. Yeah, I'm really, really happy with that. I think that's come out brilliant. So I'll be honest with you, that's probably cost overall 25 quid or something. Rita said one problem as well with garages is sometimes they don't do the work correctly. I have to take apart my brother's motorbike engine and had to fix it myself. Waste of 270 quid for the garage to do it wrong. Yeah, that's another point, Rich. Nylon said that turned out well. I love that video. Thank you, mate. Cheers, I appreciate that. Yeah, I definitely have more coming. I was just showing I've got a design here for another one soon. That's actually how big the blade will be. Well, I made that knife. If you mean where did I get the blade blank, where did I get the original blade? It was from Henny Haynes, whatever it is. But you can get them all over the place. Marbles, Jungle, Bowie, is it? Weaponcollector said, Mike, what's your take on the Rough Rider knives? I'm a collector of knives, obviously. But at the start, only really had a. But at the start, only had a Griptilian on the way. Hang on. Only at the start, really. Have a Griptilian on the way. But I buy Rough Rider knives and I like the value for money. I've not got a Rough Rider knife, but I've seen them and I think they're good for what they are. Yeah, they're proper decent knives for what they are. They're the sort of old classics, aren't they? A lot of I can't remember what you call them, but yeah, they're a lot the old classic sort of gentleman's folders, aren't they? A lot of it is anyway. Isn't it? Yeah, I think that's good. Ron said, "Do you think folding knives are really worth $100?" Yeah, Ron, I wouldn't spend more than 50 quid on a folder personally. But if people want to spend 300 quid on a knife, if I had 300 quid to spend on something, I'd rather buy a car. It all depends what money you've got, don't it? Really, I suppose if you can afford it, 100 quid for a knife, $100. It's a lot of money, really. And I suppose it depends what you're going to do with it, because a lot of my knives never get used. I've got too many. I've got too many knives. I could have a different knife for every day. Now, Militaria said, but to answer the question, what is your favourite bayonet ever? I'm not sure, mate. I don't know enough about bayonets. Probably the one that Liam's getting me, in all honesty. I've always liked the look of that one. You've got quite a lot of them, have you said? He said he likes their traditional folders. They're nice for the money. He's got quite a few. Lana said the folder is only as good as its lock. First time I fucked my hand up with a shitty folder. That's it, innit? It can easily happen. Tactical Pirate, you alright, mate? He said, sent you a tweet earlier, Liam, just so you know who it's from. Blade Collector, I've got 3 from them now. Classic style knives, none over 20 quid. My favourite is the Rough Rider Cotton Sampler. But yeah, I've not got any of them just because I don't tend to buy a lot of folders really now. But no reason. No, just money issues really. Freddie said a folder knife. That's your EDC for life. 100. Yeah. Oh, if you were never going to change it, but I suppose what I mean is a lot of the time you can buy a 30 quid knife that will do exactly the same and be just as good as a $100 knife nowadays. Sam, you alright, mate? Good to see you on. Yeah, I'm alright. Got a bit of groin pain from carrying a telly and crushing myself in a bloody doorway with it. But yeah, I've took some painkillers. Have you been on? Oh, I'm in pain today, Tactical. That's why. He said he sneaked in early, didn't notice me. Iron Man said I got some mosquito spray when I go camping near the river. Last time I got almost eaten alive. Yeah, I got some like DEET kind of stuff down there for the woods and that. It is good. It also stops fucking ticks as well. You don't want a tick on you, of all things. Hardy Peter, if you want to save money, do not join the Facebook group Knife Collectors Traders UK sales page. You'll end up spending money on knives. Oh, you never know. I might be able to make a bit of money selling stuff. Ron said, have you heard about the riots over in the US? Yeah, I have, mate. Yeah. I could understand the sort of protesting. I've never understood looting, though. Looting's got nothing to do with protesting, has it? But I suppose it's tending. Protests tending to riots. Riots tend to looting, don't they? And then, as Trump says, looting turns into shooting. Zed said, yeah, I do have a lot of them. I like to collect the traditional pocket knives. I like the look of them. Plus the UK legal carry. I know what you mean, Zed. I do like the old traditional trapper knives. That's it. The old Rough Riders do look a lot of trapper knives with the two different blades, don't they? One of you can't quite see it. Where's my giant trapper knife? Oh, there. That just there is a giant trapper knife. President, I haven't heard about the riots. It was the bloke who got killed by the police, basically, wasn't it? Black man getting murdered by the police, basically. I mean, I don't mean to laugh then. It's just, I wasn't laughing at the situation, but it's just, you know, it's shocking, isn't it? But well, it ain't shocking because, you know what I mean. But yeah. Wolf said, "You right, mate?" Mad Collector said, "Mine will happily buy you a Rough Rider, mate. We'll have to make that happen one day." Militaria said, "What's your favourite military weapon sword?" Oh, I don't know. Military weapon. I have always liked the World War One trench weapons. They're fucking amazing things. You've never seen anything like that. And the thing is, a lot of it's homemade though, so it's a lot of it's very sort of original. But yeah, I think there's something fascinating about the World War One trench weapons. Um, yeah, knowing that you had to make some fucking weapon that so you could kill someone hand to hand. I find that fascinating, really. Oh, and the Fairbairn Such fighting knife. Don't forget that. Yeah, that's a proper military. Yeah, Ron just made me think of that. Yeah, Fairbairn Such fighting knife, definitely. Zed said I'm quite fond of the Stockman pattern myself. Which one's that, Zed? You'll have to tell me. Do you know what? Either the tablets are kicked in, or I've just found the perfect position. I'm completely pain free now. I've just put my leg up. Fairbairn Such fighting knife. There you go. Ron said K-bar all the way, every day. Brian, right, mate? He said Imperial War Museum has some great World War One items, trench gloves. Yeah, all of that stuff I find absolutely fascinating. A lot of that stuff, someone made it. You know what I mean? I don't mean, but like that was a weird thing for me to say. What I mean is, a lot of that stuff was homemade by someone. It wasn't bought. You know, they made it. Someone's dad made it for their son. RDP said, "What have you done to your leg, Mike?" It's not actually my leg. I've hurt my groin area. Carrying a CRT TV. I was trying to carry it through a doorway, and I could tell I wouldn't be able to go straight out the door, so I sort of stepped up sideways, crossed myself between the telly and the door, and I couldn't move back, so I had to sort of force myself through the door. Yeah, and it's made my sort of groin area right now. Glow in the dark, you right, mate? Good to see you on. Military, he said, did you ever go to Belgium? No, I've only ever been to France. Blade Collector, he said to Zed, is that the turtle shell type pattern? As I've said, the Pitt Rivers Museum in Oxford, Mike, has some trench weapons and dusters on. But yeah, nice one. Yeah, sounds good to me. I said, all hail your grind. Thank you. Yes, all hail my grind. Sovereign Grace said, yeah, that hurts. Yeah, it does. It does. I suppose it didn't hurt my back, in all honesty, as well. Jed said the Stockman has 3 blades, a clip point, a pen, 1 pen blade, and 1 blade for neutering animals. Oh, I think I may know what one you're on about. But there are some 6 blades. Freddie said the home army, homemade weapons are cool, like golf clubs and stuff that never killed stuff, and they never killed a single person. Yeah, well, I've got the Home Guard manual somewhere. Does it seem like the comments are still quite up to date? At what point does it normally fuck up for you, Liam? Would it start have done it now? Yeah, 21:34. That's it, Liam. Yeah, still on then. Yeah, yeah. No, I just thought I'd ask. I think sometimes by now it started doing it, hasn't it? Shan said, I'm going to a place. I'm going up to a place called. I don't know. I know he's took it off. Ted said, "Do you mean jig bone scales? We do tend to have those." Military said, "If you visit Belgium, you need to visit Jabal Park." I'll probably pronounce that wrong. Best military museum in the world. Seriously, it's gravy. Nice one. Yeah, maybe it's sorted out now, Liam. But I had noticed that the comments on my earlier video seemed to be okay as well. That was really annoying. Did you? I put a video on of me cutting bottles with the Bowie knife, and we had fucking 4 comments. But there was more. Loads of people commented on it, but they was all being hidden. Got some views at least though. Oh, I've finally added the new names to here. I've had some bloody Patreon supporters for about 2 months, new ones, and I hadn't put their bloody names on there. I saw yours, Freddie. Freddie said I commented on it. Did you see? Yes, I did, Freddie. Yeah, I think I hearted it today, didn't I? Sam said going up Yorkshire Dales with 40 kilogram on my back tomorrow. There you go. That's what he was trying to say. Weapons. I said, oh dear, stream's lagging for me now. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. Bingsy's back on now. Arkler texts home and says, you right, mate? He said, how life's going for you? Not too bad. I got a bit of a groin injury. But other than that, yeah, it's all good, mate. Thank you for asking. How about you? Freddie says, no lag for him. Tactical parts. Stream crashed me last night, so apologies if I never scheduled. And it happened to me as well, Tactical. Yeah, what happened was, yeah, it's all right, mate. I was just saying my goodbyes, and then I got cut off of everything. So I got cut off of the game and the PS4. Glenn Dark, have you ever watched English Shooting Channel? I saw the live stream last night for the first time. Quite good. No, I know who that is, Glenn Dark. No, I must. I'll have to go and have a look at his then. But I do know who you mean. Yeah. No, I'm not subbed to him. I don't think because I wasn't sure whether he was doing videos again because he stopped for a bit, didn't he? Bing said, "Have I missed you showing the bow, mate?" Here you go, Bing. So I've done the sheath now. I'm giving it a sharpen. Did you see the video of me cutting the bottles with it? Architect said, what's your take on this COVID BS? I don't know, mate. I don't know what to say. As I've said, maybe something my end started downloading. Could be. RDP said, I've got a bit of an upset stomach. So I'm leaving, guys. Not feeling the best at the moment. See you later, Rob. Yeah, I know how you're feeling, mate. In fact, sometimes I'm struggling to talk at the minute. And I'm completely sober. Yeah, see you later, mate. Good night. Freddie said, why did you do a 30-second stream today? There was an update for Bioshock today, and I was hoping that update meant that you could silently stream Bioshock. So I tried it and I couldn't. Said Mike, given the position of your injury, I wouldn't recommend deep heat. You know what, Zed? It actually crossed my mind and I thought the same thing. I don't think so. Bernard Dark said, yeah, he lost his FAC because of his YouTube channel. That's it. That's whenever I mention the bloke who, I'll sometimes mention the channel who got his FAC took away for his videos, and that's who I'm on about. Yeah, English shooting channel. Oh, yeah, Drain Gang said, do you know anything about right helmet sizes? Glow in the Dark might be able to help you, and Liam, Weapons and Stuff 93 should be able to help you there, definitely. I've got a right helmet there, but yeah. So Liam, can you help Drain Gang with right helmet sizes? Sam said, I've just done 15 weeks in lockdown. That's it now, I'm fucking free. Yeah, get out, mate, get out, that's it. I don't mean get out of here, but no, get out and about, exactly. I don't blame you, mate. It must be a nightmare. I did a video about that kind of stuff today. Drain Gang said, do you know anything about right helmet sizes? Yeah, get out and about while you can. I did a video, 10 questions on quarantine today, and one of them was sort of that kind of thing. Bing says, Sheaf turned out really nice. Looks kind of rusty. It does, don't it? Looks old, don't it? Which I quite like that. I think it's good that it looks sort of aged. Makes it look more authentic, don't it? I'm going to definitely do some more soon. In fact, if I feel up to it tomorrow, I'm going to do another one tomorrow, Bing. Wolf said, any Yanks in the stream know what's going on in Minneapolis? We've got quite a few American friends here yeah. I think, I don't know, I was going to say something about the word Yank. But someone mentioned it earlier. Who was saying about it? Well, Wolf said someone. There was, I think, was it Ron mentioned it earlier? Sam said, I'm gone tomorrow, Freedom. Nice one, mate. Yeah, get out and about. Weapons and Stuff said, but with UK right helmet sizes, always get bigger than your head size. There you go. It's like a cap measurement around the skull. Military said, you have Japanese sword. Yes, up there, look. I think, what was it, Japanese type 32 Otsu sword? Ron said, I drove a truck through Minneapolis yesterday. Really crap situation now. Yeah, I bet it's fucking, yeah. I'll tell you what would happen over there in America. What do you reckon's going to happen to the policeman, Ron? I don't know if you're like over here, but for years, it was pretty much impossible to ever get a policeman done for anything. If, you know, but I suppose that's due to precedents, and you don't really want, you know, obviously they don't want that happening. And I suppose there's, you know, in the eyes of the law, there's justifications, isn't there? I'm not saying there is, but in the eyes of the law, yeah. All said they arrested him. So it's racial tension, a lot of it. Glenn Dark said, yeah, same in Arizona. Is that where you are now, Glenn the Dark? Oh, just noticed your name is just Glenn the Dark now. Yeah, I always just say Glenn the Dark anyway, but. Tactical said, I watched the video today. UK cop had made evidence up and got taken to court. Not guilty and kept his job. So, what's everyone's plans tomorrow? Military said, what is the best deal you've ever had? I don't know. I've been probably being given that sword and then finding out years later it's the real thing. Went round some bloke's house I was friends with. He gave me that sword and an old VHS porno. Years later, I found out it was fucking genuine. Bing said, you think the 90s wasn't that long ago? And back we didn't have cameras on our phones. What fuck we do now? If that person never recorded it all, they would have never got the media coverage. Going Dark said, yeah, retired completely now. Oh, you completely retired, so nothing at all now. Oh, good on you. You ain't even old enough to retire. I don't actually know how old you are, Going Dark, but I'm sure. Have you retired quite young then, or? Video boy said the brisket is perfect. Nice. Yeah, you have to show us a picture later. Military said how much you paid. All right, let me think. That is quite difficult. Don't know. That's quite difficult for me to say. I've been given quite a few things down the years though. I don't know. I tend to silly young 55. What is that? I'll be honest with you. I can't remember ever getting any really good deals. I've either been given stuff or just paid full price for it. I can't remember ever getting any good deals for stuff. Now some of my mates have had good deals off of me, but only because they're cheap bastards who don't want to pay for anything. But I don't know. I can't think of any. Thing is, I've got so much stuff as well though. I couldn't bloody think. Don't Dark said young art 55. Well, that's it. Yeah, well, there you are. You are. That is a young retirement. Yeah, good on you, mate. But yeah, I always tend to have to pay full bloody whack or get given it. And I'm 40 now. Like a flea market deal. Oh, I don't know. Oh, all right. The sword what this came from was a full size saber originally. And I think the bloke wanted something like 30 quid for it. I said, I'll give you 15. And he looked at me like, piss off. And I looked back at him and he just went, oh, all right then. I think he knew that he was either going to sell it then or he wouldn't sell it. So, yeah, so that wasn't bad. And then they wrapped it up. This was the interesting thing. I kept it as well. They wrapped that up. This isn't how it looked originally. They wrapped it up in some 1960s newspaper. Still got that newspaper. Ron said, you got any radiation equipment? And then Liam said he's got stuff I gave him, Ron. Yeah, I've got a little, what was it, a dosimeter in it, Liam. A little in the drawer, yeah. Freddie said, can I retire at 13? Yes, you can, mate. You can retire at any age. I'm retired. I've been retired for about, I've been retired since about the age of 26. That's if you don't count this as working. Glow Dark said, Tactical Part, I saw that. Too. Should have been done for perjury. Sam was sent to Liam. He's going to order an M10M. Liam said it's combined Geiger counter and dosimeter. Liam said shows current dose rate and accumulated dose. Castaigne Sakari said hello cutie. Hi cutie. Or hello. Don't often get called that, but yeah, I'll take it. Tactical to glow in the dark at the very least. Old handshake brigade, I bet. Bing said, have you heard from Jack Striker, Mike, or has he gone completely now? And I've looked for a second channel. I've been looking for a second channel as well, Bing. Can't find nothing. No, sadly, The only way I would have ever got hold of him is Jack had asked me quite a few times for my phone number, and I never got round to give it to him. Although saying that, I think I did give him my phone number once years ago. But the issue is, I never answer my bloody phone. So unless he actually texts me saying this is Jack, I would never know because I don't answer the phone to numbers I don't know. But I've got a feeling I probably didn't give him my number because after I thought I had, he asked for it again. So I must not have. Now it's a shame, innit? Because I wouldn't mind knowing if Jack's coming back or at least just what he's doing. Jack, if you're watching, shoot me an email. Weaponcollector1@aol.co.uk. It's in the description. I know you don't do emails, but you could make an email or get someone else to email me. Or go on to BitChute and upload a video. Militaria said, you drink coffee on a Friday, you can or not recall the best deal you did, and you cannot say your favourite bayonet. You're not British. Oh, I'm a recovering. Oh, well, no, I'm a controlled alcoholic. That's why I don't drink. If I start drinking, that's me done for. Foxy Lady Outdoors. You're right. Good to see you on. Bingsy, yeah, hopefully he comes back. You never know. You never know, Bing. He might do. But it would be nice to hear something for him, and I know from him, and I know there'd be a lot of people who do as well. So it ain't frozen. I was just don't know, contemplating life. Foxy Lady said I'm great. That's good. Good to hear you're all right. Richard said Shed Ninja is still on Covascope. Need to comment on some of his newer videos. So do I. He occasionally emails me, Rich, about stuff. Yeah, I like Shed Ninja. He's a good bloke. He got very disheartened with YouTube and didn't want nothing to do with it anymore. But yeah, I like Shed Ninja. He's a good bloke. Yeah, I must go over there as well, Rich, and comment on his stuff. Runs like 2 bottles of vodka at home. Give me nightmares the longer I stay away. That's sake. I got a bit over there from a 70 CL bottle. I had about that much left again. Grand Arc said, look, just looking at the UK current FSE laws regarding ammo, I bought 5,000 234 yesterday at Walmart. No question asked. Yeah, it's mad, isn't it? Well, it's not mad. It's mad when you look at how ours are. Yeah, good. Or who was it? Michael Moore who was trying to get all that banned, wasn't he, years ago after the Columbine massacre? Because the funny thing is, I wanted to get that on DVD, right? This was years ago when it first came out. So when would that have been? I don't know. Anyway, it was a long time ago. And I used to get all my DVDs then from the local video shop. I would go to the bloke in there, Tony, and I'd say, oh, I'd give him a big list of DVDs, and he would then buy them on his sort of wherever he gets them from. I can't think of the word, but you know what I mean. He would get them from his sort of place and could get me them a bit cheaper, and he wouldn't add nothing on, you know, just because he liked me. He was, you know, wasn't exactly mates, but you know, he liked me, so he would get me the DVDs for the same price he did. Yeah, Bowling for Columbine, that was it. And he was a FAC owner, firearm, you know, he had firearms, and he'd seen Bowling for Columbine and refused to buy it for me because it was anti-gun. He would not get me that DVD, but he got me it. But what he did, he said, "No, I don't want you having it. I don't want you to pay for it." So he got hold of a shitty old. It wasn't shitty. It was a DVD screener, like the tester thing that obviously he has to watch, I suppose, before they decide if they rent it or not. Gave me that instead. So up there, I've got a DVD screener of Bowl of Columbine because the DVD video shop bloke wouldn't get it for me. Glenn Dart said, I remember that, Michael Moore. One was on YouTube. That one where he gets the rifle for opening a bank account. That's it. Glenn Dart. Yeah, I've got that, and I've got Fahrenheit 9/11. I don't watch a lot of those kind of documentaries anymore, but Michael Moore's, I thought his was all right. You don't necessarily have to agree with everything he says. I think he's quite anti-gun, but it's still an interesting documentary. Wolf said shotgun. What made you say shotgun, mate? But yeah, just up there. I would get it, but I'd have to stand on this bloody desk chair and it spins. I don't want to stand. I'll get another bloody injury. But yeah, I'll never forget that. I'll just find it a bizarre thing, yeah, that the video shop owner would not get me that DVD. He said, I don't want you paying for it. Because of him being a gun owner himself. Bing said, find it funny how I still see adverts for cruise ships. Don't think anyone is planning the cruise anytime soon. No, exactly. Henry said, Mike, just got on. Hope you're doing well. All right, Henry. Yeah, I'm all right, mate. I'm in a slight bit of pain from a groin injury from carrying a TV. But yeah, it's not too bad. If I sit in this position. Wolf said he's got a shotgun. That's it. Yeah, you're right. Oh, yeah, rifle shotgun, yeah. Glenn Darts, I totally agree, Michael. I think more is bellend but entitled. That's the thing, you know, it's still an entertaining documentary, I think. You know, you don't have to agree with everything. I know he goes harassing Charlton Heston at the end of it, don't he? Is it that one? Yeah. But not a bad documentary to watch. Interesting. Yeah, my video shop owner, he would not get me that DVD. Oh, entitled to his opinion as much as I disagree with him. There you go. I did think that was supposed to be going somewhere else. Carl the Dalek, right, mate? He said, yeah, I think Morris is too biased in all his docs. Henry said, hope you get better soon. So do I. But thank you. Yeah, I appreciate that, Henry. I'm joking. Ron said, I saw Michael Moore's crack one time. Probably haunt me. Oh, it's our house crack. Fuck's sake. Yeah, Heston was hardcore NRA. He was, wasn't he? Well, he was the bloody president of it at one point, wasn't he? I think. Yeah. From my cold dead hands. I used to have a picture of a pretend product, and it was a gun mount, and it was Charlton Heston's hands holding a rifle. Fuck's sake! It was like a fake mocked up product, you know. I may still have it on my computer somewhere. I'm a bit quiet now. Don't forget to like the stream while you're there, please. Does help. Might help get it shared a bit. Yeah, I've not watched any Michael Moore things since Fahrenheit 9/11. I don't think, and I can't. In all honesty, I've not seen Fahrenheit 9/11 for so long. I can't even remember what he fucking talk. I know it's about 9/11, but I can't remember actually what goes on in it. Grand answer. Apologies, Mike. The internet out here is patchy, and some of my comments are only coming out halfway. That's all right, mate. Yeah, that's all right. I'll be honest with you, Glow in the Dark. There's a lot of issues with YouTube at the minute. Anyway, I'm not great, Pete. In all honest, video best, Pete. Not worse or anything. I've been sat forward for a while, and it's made it hurt again. If I sit back, that's why I'm sort of slapped back now. I'm all right then. If I get my legs in the right position, but yeah. Yeah, not much better. But it all depends what I'm doing. In all honesty, I'll be honest with you, Pete. I think sitting around doing nothing doesn't help. Like, a lot of the time, you're better. Like, I'd be better off doing something. Take my mind off it. But cheers for asking. Sam said, "Yeah, YouTube been shit for a while. Yeah, nightmare, ain't it, Sam?" No, that was Glenn Dart said, was it him that did the supersize me about McDonald's? No, that was Morgan Spurlock one. I've never actually watched that. But yeah. I only know vaguely about that one. But yeah, I think his name was Morgan Spurlock or something on it. Carl said, I remember you said you said scratch marks off the Fairbairn sights. How did you do it without messing up the rest of the blade? Spurlock, yeah. Just very fine grit sandpaper. It's not perfect anyway. It's always going to be like a matte sort of I can't think what that lined kind of finish is. What do they call that? Can't remember now. Henry said Liam's stream was lagging really hard too. Sam said, not been getting notifications. Yes, that's a nightmare, isn't it? I'll be honest with you, Sam. I sometimes think, what is the point in YouTube even doing the notification thing? They do that notification stuff, and they even admit that they don't send it to everyone. Well, what the fuck's the point in having a notification system if they don't send it to people? I've never known such bollocks. So you can even click on someone's videos, subscribe, click the bell, say you want all notifications, and they still won't send you them all. And they fully admit that. It's fucking demented. They ought to have just gone back to the original. Yeah, here's our system. It doesn't do what it says. Yeah, completely pointless. Then the notifications, and they reckon now. I've been reading lately that they've been doing stonewash. That's it, Zed. You're right. No, is it stonewashed? Brushed finished, I think. Brushed finished, maybe. I don't know, but I think yeah, like a wire brush kind of thing. But yeah, I'm not sure. They've even admitted now that due to there not being a lot of staff there, that they're not showing people's videos as much, and they're just showing like the trending stuff more. John Doctor, I thought it was the same guy. Going to look at the second-hand model 2944 Magnum tomorrow. Nice one. All said YouTube was the best at the start. They were. I used to love YouTube in the old days. I still like them now in a way, but for smaller creators or people like me who have been demonetized, I've been fucked over constantly. I probably get my videos. So I've got 31,000 subscribers. I get my videos sent to probably 200 people, if that. What is the point? What's the point in having a subscription thing if those subscribers don't even get sent the videos? So backwards. Really, I reckon if you don't watch someone's uploads 3 times in a row, then I'll stop sending you notifications. Even you tick. That's pretty much what it is, Rich. That is pretty much what it is, and they've admitted to that. Yeah. No, Liam's been on for the whole thing, Henry. I think he's just been. I don't know. He's sometimes fixing things while listening, isn't he? He's been there. Are you chatting on Discord as well? I know you're there. But I know quite often you're doing like 2 or 3 things at once, aren't you? Oh, nice. That's good, Liam. Right, I think I missed a comment there. Let me go back up quickly. Oh, so Michael Moore has done like a supersized me type one as well. Going darts, and I got demonetized 9 years ago for doing a demo of Power Spray and airwave radio at work. There's a lot of grasses on YouTube. Yeah, I think there are. That's a shame, isn't it? Though. But yeah, if you're like me and you've been trying to get somewhere for years, it don't fuck you over. I tell you. Yeah, the weird thing is that I've never actually seen that documentary. It's just I can always remember it being Morgan Spurlock. Maybe it's just because of the weird name, and also that I suspected it was bullshit. Like, you know, because yeah, if you eat fucking McDonald's 3 times a week, yeah, you are gonna fucking put weight on. It don't. Who needs a documentary to be told that shit? Do you know what I mean? Oh, I'm gonna eat burgers and bread and barely any fucking and fried shit for a month. Oh, what a surprise! I've put on weight and got high cholesterol. Do you know what I mean? Fucking needs a documentary for that. And I think that's why I always remembered his name, because I've never watched it, in all honesty. I don't know, it might be a lot more than that. It might be better than that. But yeah. Yeah, my poor old channel getting demonetized. It now fucked me over for views, though, I'll tell you. It's very annoying. Because just to get like 300 views per video, I have to share my videos on Reddit, YouTube, not YouTube, sorry, it's on YouTube. So Reddit, Facebook, Twitter. Yeah. Just to get 300 bloody views per video. I used to get, well, in the old days, before they changed the algorithm, I used to get bloody I could get 500 the day I put a video on, and within a week it would have 1,000, and they keep growing. Now they YouTube sort of put your video on for a certain amount of time, like they share it with your subscribers, depending on how they feel like doing it. I suppose the algorithm says, the big channels get like a year's worth, small channels get 4 hours. So I'll get about 4 hours worth of video sharing, and it's like they kill it off and hide it. Because it's not even in the fucking search things now. It's like your videos are halfway done after all the other bigger viewed things. Carl said, so it could be possible for me to use sandpaper to remove markings on wood using a similar method. Might need to re-lacquer afterwards. Yes, you could, Carl. Yes, mate. Yeah, exactly that. Wolf said someone needs to do one where they eat nettles for a month. Yeah, that would be better. Tom Black said, Tom Black videos, Trump winning during pandemic. All right. Red Dark said, well, it's like the people, fire brigade, need to get a crane to take them out of the house. When you see what they eat for breakfast, yeah. 10 eggs, half a pig's red bacon. Exactly. Fuck's sake. Really, but should I agree with you, Mike, about the post thing? I really want my stuff. What from the video I put on earlier? Yeah, nightmare, isn't it? Bloody nightmare. I've been waiting now for broadheads and mounts for the quivers. It must be getting on for like 8 weeks now. I'm getting tempted to go on there and say, can I have a fucking refund? And if they turn up, I'm keeping them. Yeah, I've got a video on today if anyone wants to watch it. It's called the 10 quarantine questions, I think. I was tagged by Serene Madness. Foxy Lady said, Sam Black, sorry, Mike, just had to swap phones as mine is linked to my CCTV cameras. Nice one, all right, mate. So what, that's Sam on now, or Sam's on Fox Lady's account? Yeah, I think that's what you mean, isn't it, mate? All right, nice one. I'll put you both on there now. Has anyone clicked on Tom Black's videos yet? Trump winning during pandemic, CNN poll. I'm joking, by the way. Yeah, so I might, if I'm up for it tomorrow, I might go out in the shed and do another Bowie knife tomorrow. Rolf said if it's not eggs or bacon, it's 10 litres of Pepsi. That's what I mean. If you're fucking pounding that kind of stuff down, there's gonna be something going on, isn't there? Glenn Dark said, are the rules the same over here in the UK? Just remembering the hassle you had with your weapons rule. As in what, live streams? Yeah, that's a if you mean live streams, Glenn Dark, that's a yeah, that's just a YouTube wide thing. It's not a country thing. So yeah, even in America, you cannot live stream holding a firearm or using one. But you can do a normal video though. It's only live streams, and technically you are actually allowed to show them, but I just cover them up because I don't trust them, basically. Henry said, it feels like everyone else is getting their stuff while I'm here sitting for 2.5 months waiting for my packages. Fuck's sake, yeah, that is long. So speaking of CCTV, I bought some today after chatting with you. You're not on Twitter. Oh, nice one, Tactical. Yeah, I think it's well worth having, isn't it? Yeah, mine's, as I say, I've got 3 different cameras anyway. Actually 4. But yeah, them internet ones, I know a lot of people don't like them, but if you have them in the right place where it's not gonna, yeah, because you can get like dedicated outside ones anyway, can't you? Like dedicated outside internet ones. Foxy Lady or Sam said, bloody neighbours act like us. You ain't got nightmare neighbours, have you, as well? There's at least 3 or 4 people in this stream who've got nightmare neighbours, so they'll be able to feel your pain there. There you go. Tactical's next comment was, I feel your pain. Mine being dicks again tonight. Yeah, nightmare. And yeah, banging doors and shit. Leonard Art said, madness, isn't it? Was thinking about making one showing the freedoms we have here with weapons, doing a demo. Well, if you don't do a live stream, Leonard Dark, it's fine. Yeah, it's only live streams they have the issue with. So yeah, you could do a video of that, and that'd be good. Because people would probably appreciate that as well. Coming, considering you're from the UK originally, you can give 2 different perspectives on it, sort of thing. Yeah, I think people would like that. Yeah, just don't do live streams. That's all. Don't do live streams with guns. Steve said, I got CCTV system, but I use it for ghost hunting. Nice. Reddy said, I have nice neighbours. So do I, actually. Wolf said, just play Pantera full blast. That'll piss him off. Tax said, heard the dad egging the teenage son on to wind me up. I didn't bite. That's just fucking mental. Why are people like that? Sam said, I've I only got CCTV because I'm ex-security, retired. Glenn Dark said, I'm a jock originally. Laws are even worse in Scotland. That's what I mean, Glenn Dark. I think, yeah, because of that, I think, yeah, you could give a proper, very interesting perspective on things. Now, in all honesty, joking aside, it's a lot of the time it's not worth stooping to their level because it just makes things worse in the long run. As Tactical said, they didn't bite. A lot of the time, that's what these freaks want. But also, then once you've done something, there's more excuse for them to do it, sort of thing. But yeah, it sounds like a fucking nightmare. I'm quite lucky with my neighbours. Dave says, fortunately, all of my neighbours are great. Yeah, ours are. And most of mine, like the ones that side, they've lived there for, 20 years. This side lived there for 20 years. Yeah. Yeah, so same as this, Steve. Ours is all right. Tactical, yeah, I've just filed it under nails in his coffin. Foxy Lady said, I have another new guitar coming next week, so they'll get it then. Yeah, actually. There you go. None of you lot are going to be featured on Nightmare Neighbours, are you? If you are, let me know so I can watch. Ron said, I've got tweakers for neighbours. Never a dull day with them. Oh, I bet it fucking ain't, Ron. Fucking hell. Object history. Right, mate. Good to see you on. Glow in the dark said, surprise Dumbledore Boo isn't on. Normally have a good laugh. Pat with him. Yeah, I don't know where he is tonight. Maybe he didn't get a notification. Yeah, who knows? But yeah, he's not on tonight, is he? Can you hear that, Liam? Bloody hell. I had wondered, actually. It's not that far from my stomach either. It's just here. He said, Mike, your mic picks up your stomach groaning a lot. Maybe some of it is trapped wind as well. It does feel like it. Hey, I was going again now. We all said, or worse, get Sam to join in a double guitar death match. Fuck's sake. Zed said tactical. Just start learning to play the bagpipes. That should do the trick. Yeah, my stomach's. Now you've said it, I'm registering it more now. And just watch it, taking the mickey out of my beloved bagpipes. Len's not on, is he? Len's from Scotland as well. He would have been there with you, Glenn. I don't think he's on tonight. Or was he? I can't remember. I might have to look into some of that Buscapin. What can you do to get rid of trapped wind? Anything? Steve said, any knife builds coming up? Yes, here it is. This is it. So that's the real size of the blade. It's actually going to be that big and that exact shape. That's the handle. That's the general shape of the guard, but it's going to be bigger. Yeah, so another Bowie. And then I'm planning on, I'll activate the charcoal tablets, all right, and I have got some turmeric and mint. All right, nice one. I should do some of that after this. Tell you what I was going to do. I was tempted to do a sort of imitation. I like those white handles you get on some Bowie knives, but what could you do to replicate white sort of pearl handle? And I thought, well, it's not going to be exactly the same, but it'll be a nice white handle. HDP chopping board. Because I actually made a white handle for a kitchen knife once with HDPE. I've really yeah, thanks, Sam. Yeah, cheers for all that. Yeah, good ideas. Carl said, what do you think is better, spear or a halberd? Possibly a halberd, purely because it's got a couple of other functions, Carl, but without going into too much detail, I'm not sure. And what you're using it for, but I would only say a halberd because it's got a couple of extra options. It's got chopping, stabbing, grabbing, hooking people off. Glenn Dark said to Tactical Pirate, I know one of the guys out in Runrig. He was a bank manager. Oh, that was to Tactical, yeah. Weapons and stuff, Liam. He said halberd is more practical, but spear is simpler. Yeah, you get more uses out of the halberd, really, wouldn't you? That said, I tried to learn how to play the penny whistle many years ago. An old girl next to me begged me to give it up. She said it made her feel nervous as it reminded her of the blitz. Ah, fuck's sake. That's true. Never knew you bloody jokes, but that's amazing. Ron said burnt toast does wonders for upset stomach. Right, might have to try. That's probably because you're turning it into charcoal, aren't you? Yeah, I might try that one. Good idea. Paul Man's activated carbon charcoal there. Yeah, good idea. Yeah, never thought about that. But that's very clever. But my stomach is going a bit at the minute. Yeah, it's going now. Yeah, so I get a microphone that cancels out stomach noises. Depending on how this goes, I might do a bit of a late one tonight as well. But I'm quite enjoying myself tonight. Carl said, "Our halberd's designed for throwing to." You definitely could with a halberd that's got a big old blade on it. You definitely could throw it, I think. And yeah, I think I'm not sure if they are designed for throwing, but I think you definitely could. There you go. We got the expert on. I forgot object history was on. He said unarmed opponent spear. Oh, armored. Sorry, unarmored opponent. You want the spear. Armored. You want the halberd. There you go. Glenn Dark said, "Ever had any interest in obsolete calibration guns, Mike? I fancied a 5.77 Martini Henry Zulu gun when still in the UK. I can get it now. I can now get an AR-15 for the money. I'll tell you what, years ago, yeah, I wanted the Schmidt Rubin one. And I was like that close to getting one. This was about over 10 years ago, probably before I did YouTube videos. Yeah, I did want one of those, but now I couldn't afford it. Whether I would anyway, my issue with the visits I get, there's no guarantee I'd ever get another visit, but you know what I mean? They never tend to end, it seems, even though no one's done anything for years. I suspect I'd have to go through a lot of bother if that was found, even though it's legal. You know, because they don't know half the time. You know what I mean? But yeah, no, I have. At the minute, I've not been interested in one for years, purely just too expensive for me. But yeah, I did want the same one Liam got recently. Dad said, "Yeah, it's true. The noise I made sounded like the bombs falling." Ah, bloody hell, yeah. Thank you, Henry. He said, "Rest well." I think I will. I think I will. One good thing is when I lie down, I get no pain at all, so I can sleep quite easily. Foxnade said, "Great news. Uh, some punk is riding around on a hairdryer bike. Oh, fuck's sake. It'll just get worse for you then." Weapons and stuff says going up. Weird, I bought a martini and a Reuben rifle recently. They said, "Bad guts, maybe you've got a real rat killer on the way." Maybe, maybe. Seems to be a bit of everything at the minute. Trapped wind. I'm not sure if the trapped wind is contributing to the pain, you see. Yeah. The Schmidt Reuben one was the straight pull bolt one of yeah, 1870s or something. I can't remember now. Steve said it's going to be more riots tonight in Louisville. Is there? Ah, bloody hell. Nightmare. Slingshot Warrior, you right, mate? Good to see you on. Architect Home said they just arrested a CNN reporter here in the States in the middle of a live broadcast. Yeah, bloody hell. Then Dark said, yeah, they're at £2 now, I remember. And you could get them for 250. I was showing Liam some catalogues of some of them. Yeah. From like 2006. Funny thing is, the old Reuben hasn't gone up in price. I think it's 50 quid more than it used to be. Rosenstoff said Swiss kept them in service until the 1950s. I'll tell you what, I always like the look of that Schmidt Reuben though, because for an old gun, it looks reasonably modern, don't it? It doesn't look like a really old gun. It's such a good CNN deserve it. Architect's Home said, I mean, to be honest, that's why you don't set up your cameras and microphones 10 feet away from a fucking wall of cops in riot gear. Well, there you go. What did they actually get arrested for? Just being in the way, basically, you know, like whatever you'd call it. I know obviously it would be whatever the crime would be, but yeah. Started playing Uncharted today. I couldn't get on with it. I don't think I'll play the rest of them. I played for like 3 hours, I think, and I just didn't enjoy it. Architects Homer said, I think they let him go later, but it was funny as hell. I hate CNN. That's no funny shit. So I want to prove that. It saves me leaning forward. Any of the mods, just do show, whatever. Yeah, I don't know. Like, obviously, that's yeah. I don't know much about CNN over here. I know of CNN. Excuse me. It just saves me leaning forward to do it myself. Glenn said the old Worldwide Arms catalogues were great, as were Battle Orders and Scale Mead. Yeah, I never got Scale Mead. I always missed out on that one. I must have never found that one back in the day. But yeah, I've still got some Worldwide Arms and Battle Orders catalogues. That's what I was showing Liam. Jed said, trapped wind. That may well end in a panty shredder at some stage. Hopefully, it's not while you're streaming. No. All right, if I go off and if I unplug, no, I won't unplug the microphone, but yeah, you may hear it then. Last time I unplugged the microphone and plugged it back in, the fucking thing wouldn't register. Although saying that, there is a button down there that I think I could actually turn the microphone off if I wanted to. We'll have to see what happens, won't we? I don't mind. Tackles, I hope you're not wearing a string vest. Don't think I've ever owned a string vest, to be honest. I was too worried I'd look like Ramsey Nesbitt in all honesty. Ron said CNN likes to race bait and encourage these protests. Oh, yeah. Well, they sound like, yeah. Ain't good, is it, Ron? So Foxy Lady's back. Got rid of Sam. Sam's back. Now he's got his phone. Glenn Darts totally cheered me up during lockdown watching this stream tonight and chatting with you and Liam. Almost makes me miss you. Oh, not well. That means a lot to me, Glenn Darts. Yeah, that generally means a lot to me. Oh, thank you. I'm glad. I'm glad you get something like out of it. That's why I do these, because people do get a lot out of them. So cheers, mate. That's nice to hear. I did say almost makes me miss the UK though. Yeah, almost. No, it's not. I know what you mean, though. It's nice to have a chat with like-minded people, isn't it? Slingshot said, "Did you get the axe, mate?" Not yet, mate. I've been concentrating on the old Bowie knives too much. But when I've got my Bowie knife obsession out of the way, it'll be axe time. JBO Bushcraft, good to see you on, Jim. Henry said to Glow Dark, thanks, Mike, for entertaining us. Even though I'm dying here, trap winds going down the microphone all night. Yeah. Nah, I'm all right. No, I appreciate that. Yeah. It means a lot to me that people like it. Carl said, you think you could make a D-guard Bowie? Definitely, mate. Yes, I would love to do one, and I might do soon. I think I'll buy some brass for that. Nice bit of brass for a D-guard Bowie. And I do want to make it. I'll put it this way, Carl. There will 100% be a D-guard Bowie coming. Definitely, mate. Glenn Dark said, yeah, missed people and the places, not just the gun laws. Even the former AFO, they were bullshit. JBO said, hello, Tactical. Richard, how's things? Yeah, I will definitely do a D-guard Bowie. So over there, you can just see the handle. That'll be the one for this design. And then I've got a smaller Bowie, this natural proper knife blank. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that one yet. Being said, those Dutch M90 boots turned up, Jim. Really decent, mate. They were better than DMs in the 80s and 90s army boots. 17 quid, that's a good, isn't it? Slingshots, and any chance of a hexagon chat ram? Eventually, mate. That should get done one day. I can't promise when though. It's when I get the stuff and that. You know what I mean? JBO said, Mike, am I too late for the £10 weapon? No, definitely not you, Jim. No, yes, definitely do it, mate. Yeah. No, you've still. In fact, I've decided I'm not going to end it now. I'm going to keep it going forever. So yeah, it's never going to stop now. I just keep bloody adding videos to that playlist. Sorry, I was going to cover up the camera, make it they are. See if the light can come back. Look like I was doing something else then. Yes, definitely join in, please, Jim. I'm looking forward to that, mate. Yeah. Right, I'll put your name down on the list. So you know what to do, don't you? Just put it on, and I'll download it when the time comes. Stark said K-bar knives are his favourite. I do like a good K-bar. I've never had a real K-bar. Closest thing I've got is like an imitation sort of K-bar just there. Steve said for white handles, can you find white plexiglass? Yeah, that would work, I think. Yeah, the old HDP chopping boards, I think, would be perfect because it's quite soft. But it's quite good for handles, I noticed. But that's a good idea, Steve. I'll look into that. Slingshot said, did I give you a good template? Like, yes, it was good, Slingshot. Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, thank you for that. Bing said they're heavy. That's the only issue. But really thick leather. I bet they'll last for ages, though, Bing. Yeah, that's the only... Heavy boots can make your feet ache a bit when you're not used to them. You do get used to them eventually, though, I think. But while I bought those cheap boots I bought, they was genuinely the lightest boots I've ever known. But I don't think they last that long if you're doing everyday work. I've had mine every year now, and they're like brand new, but that's because I only stand in my shed. Carl said, what about getting antlers and shaping them? I would definitely, Carl. It's just there to find them would be virtually impossible where I live, and they're quite expensive to buy, and I don't know how easy they would be to do. But yeah, I do actually want to do an antler handle. It's just getting. I might ask Mark because Mark has a lot of weird stuff like that. I do want to do an antler handle though because they look lovely. JB, I should know why he's got it finished enough. Ah, nice one, Jim. Yeah. No, you'd always be welcome to join anyway, Jim. So yeah, even if I had finished it, I'd say yeah, you can do it anyway. But I'm going to keep it going now. I've decided I might as well just leave it, and then I can add them whenever I feel like it. Innit? You're off, Henry. See you later, mate. Glenn Dart said I've still got a pair of ammo. Is it Army boots and DMs issued 1973 and older shot? No, nice one. They're still in good nick. That's excellent. I've got some steel toe cap DMs down there that I think from about the year 2000. Not quite as old as yours then, but yeah, I'm older now. Freddie said, I'll sell you some antler for cheap one day. Oh, nice one, Freddie. All right. Mention that to me one day. If you ever hear me mention antler, thank you, Freddie. Perhaps I'd missed my German para boots. Did get a decent pair of boots from my mates, but cold weather ones, so no use at the moment. Sam said, I'm a lifelong boot wearer. But you know what, Sam? I wore boots from about the age of 12, maybe. Doc Marten boots from about the age of 12, 14, up until the age of 21 or 20. And then when I got put in a young offenders prison for a little bit, I was made to wear trainers. And ever since that, I've been wearing trainers. I've found the wonders of a light trainer. Still wear boots when I go out there. Where was I? See you later, Steve. Bing said, I bought a pair of Bates last month, one on eBay. Really comfy, Gore-Tex lined, light as fuck. Trouble is, in the lockdown, I only go to the shop in a small walk. That's it, yeah. No ammo, as in ammunition. Oh, no, you were saying ammo then. All right, I just wondered because of the spelling thing, yeah. Don't know why they were called that. Oh, right, no, so they were ammo boots, yeah. You know, with the Sometimes with the spelling mistakes on it, I just have to guess. I said, well, actually, what are my boots then? Frank said, when I'm going beating, I'll get them, find one shooting tomorrow. Nice one. Sam said, I never had a pair of DMs. Never had any. I don't think you can get the good English ones now, can you? I tell you what, I only like trainers because I like the lightness of them. I just like I like training now because I wear my trainers indoors as well. That said, would those lightweight Magnum patrol boots not suit you? They might. And they might do. The other thing, I'll tell you the other thing I like about trainers though, you can slip them on really quick and slip them off. Boots, I'm doing the glow in the dark said, "You naughty lad, I'm supposed to even speak to me." No, I ain't got nothing against anyone. I know the score of life nowadays. You know what I mean? Plus, I'm a good boy. Perdio said the English dumb are really expensive now. Oh, DMs, yeah. Sorry. Yeah. Freddie. No, I've got no issue with anyone now. You know what I mean? Fred said lots of deer where I'm going tomorrow. Slingshot said, what happened to Wolf's Head, Sam? I don't know. I know all my, me getting in trouble years ago. That was all me. You know what I mean? Police are just doing the job, aren't they? Sam said pass. I think he don't know what Slingshot's talking about. Glenn Dark said great boots. Where Maining Deserts. I don't know if that's how that's pronounced. Yeah, never had any of them. I think I know what ones you're on about though. Object History said, I'll train the sneakers. Yes, yeah, sneakers. That's it, mate. Fred said, how much would you want for an antler? I don't know, mate. Glenn Dart said, I was a bad lad when I was younger too. Just never got caught. Yeah, mine was a bit of a booze issue. We never even used to run away. We should just do it and get caught. Fuck's sake. £5. Yeah, that sounds all right. Well, I'll tell you what. Yeah, Halo. Exactly. Same here, Glenn. That. I was going to say. I'll tell you what, Freddie. Yeah, if you wanted to do me a good deal, I would look on eBay, and I would see the kind of price, and I'd let you know if that makes sense. Sam said I got put into care after my parents. Ah, bloody hell, Sam! I bet that wasn't much fun. Yeah. Oh, I didn't know any other way to put that. Yeah, sorry to hear that, mate. But yeah, when I used to get in trouble a lot, I used to have a social worker who used to take me to the local. I don't know why she used to do it. She was quite bizarre. This is the weird thing. My social worker never used to believe I used to get in trouble, even though I'd been to court like fucking 50 times. She never used to believe I used to get in trouble. She used to think it was other people for some reason. But she used to sometimes take me to the local like foster home where the other sort of kids live. To sort of hang around with them occasionally. I don't know what she was trying to do. I used to love that social worker though because she was so weird. She yeah, like I said, she didn't believe I was getting in trouble, even though I obviously was, or otherwise I wouldn't have been given a social worker as a sort of like a court thing, court point social worker. Object History says, I take it trainers are sneakers. That's it, yes. Yeah. Trainers are sneakers, mate. Oh, you went to a boarding school as well? Yeah. I bet that ain't much better either. Slingshot said you'd like Wolf's Head channel. If he comments on one of my videos, I'll click on it and go to his channel. But I can't click on it from here. Darren Dart said, Sam Black, yeah, sorry to hear that, mate. Slingshot said, me too, Sam. They call them foster homes here. I still remember the copper's face when I was on a field with my motorbike. It was taxed and MOT'd, etc. So it didn't run. His face was a picture. He thought he had a cert. Bloody hell. Redhead antlers aren't a guaranteed thing to get, but I'll try. Well, I'll let you know, Freddie. Yeah, you let me know. And yeah, it sounds it, Sam. It sounds it. He said, fucked up childhood. Slingshot said, no, we don't have boarding schools here, but rather group homes. Yeah, a boarding school is a school where you have to, you basically live there. You sleep there. Thank you, Zed. But I had a couple of friends who went to boarding schools. Yeah, my main issue was I was an alcoholic by the age of 14. Well, I started at about 14. By the time I was 15, I was either getting drunk every day, or if I wasn't getting drunk, we was sniffing petrol or smoking fucking weed. You know, everything you think of. Every day I was off my fucking head. And then, and then every weekend we'd get arrested, or I used to get arrested on a Friday and a Saturday. And there'd been times when my mum had come down to the police station to get me out, and on the way out with me, saw Malcolm being took into the police station. Don't know how my mum used to put up that kind of shit. JBO said, in the next town along from me, Sevenoaks, we have a county park with wild deer everywhere. Never find anything though. People harvest it very quickly. You're right, John. Yes, don't surprise me, Jim. Heard Joe said was too fast and never got caught. Oh, I've been caught loads of times. I got a bloody criminal record, that bloody fat. I have heard from. Oh no, that was Slingshot. Heard Joe's. Did I say hello, mate? Sorry if I didn't. He said I was too fast, never got caught. Sam said as soon as I left, when I was 16, I became a goth. Nice one. Freddie said, if you need to contact me, best do it in one of the comments. Yeah, we'll sort it out, Freddie. Zed said, I was boarding school. Does that count? Yeah, I was boarding school, yeah. Virgil said, my chat doesn't seem to be working properly. That is happening quite a lot at the minute, Joe. I got my ACAB tattoo when I was 19, I think, or 18. Pissed out of my face. Woke up the next day thinking, oh, fucking hell, did I actually get that done? And I had. I actually tried to scratch it out. It seemed to make it darker. But I in all honesty, I don't agree with that now. That was more like a fuck you to the police I had to deal with at the time, who also didn't like me either, a lot of them. But yeah, that's a different part of my life. I think people can tell who I am now. But yeah. Sam said to Slingshot, no, I've not heard from Wolf said. He was on here though. Have you not seen him on here? Slingshot. Wolf said was actually in this chat earlier. Friends, I'd quickly check the price. Be back in 1 second. Right, ready? Carl said, same with my chat. Pergio said, I got my stomach pumped when I was 15. When I woke up, I bailed. I never told him my name. Nice. Dart said, a lot of abuse went on in the private schools. Glad I was 4. Yeah, fuck's sake. Yeah, there's a lot of issues with the chat at the minute. To be honest, you're not lucky. You can probably see you lot can see what's going on. Yeah. Carl said, what effect does petrol have on you? Well, put it this way, I sniffed petrol so much one time I was hallucinating. It makes you very euphoric, feel lightheaded, like you're almost floating, tingle all over. Parts of your body get like quite hot. Your genitals get like hot. Yeah, and if you do it enough, you can hallucinate. Object History said, my chat was acting up too. I think I was on the top chat instead of live chat. Glow in the Dark said, was it Slingshot 69 got 18 years in jail? I don't know, Glow in the Dark. That doesn't ring a bell for me. I don't know who that is. I know there's Slingshot Warrior. Don't think he's done 18 years in prison. Iron Man said, just got back from the shops with some good old Oxfordshire beer. It's called Hobgoblin. Oh, yeah, I know Hobgoblin, yeah. Nice. Is that brewed near you, is it? Yeah, Glow in the Dark, that don't ring a bell to me, in all honesty, no. I think it's freezing for you now, does it, Leon? Dad said, I went to private school. There wasn't any abuse, really. Most of the teachers were bastards. That was it, to be honest. Yeah, I think if you went to, I think any school pre sort of 70s, if you're a teenager in the 70s, a lot of the teachers were bastards, weren't they? Because of what they was allowed to do. Henry said, anyone here that when they open the emojis, the whole thing start loading? Things said he hasn't done any new videos. That's strange. Wolf said was accepted my English Ashwood challenge when I discovered a native English artist. He was on earlier, Slingshot. Yeah, he was on earlier. Freddie said roughly a tenner for an antler. Some bid price is £1 to buy is $8.20. Nice one, Freddie. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Green Doctor said, good to hear, mate. You always hear horror stories about molesters. Worst I ever got was the belt. But yeah, but you do hear a lot of these things. Yeah, a lot of strange stories and that. Zed said we got the cane. You know, I'm the age where all that had stopped. Started learning the metric system and no more caning. But I do know imperial and metric. But I also am at the age where some of the teachers still would have known times when they could cane children, and you could tell they wanted to still. Glenn Dark said, apologies for Slingshot, he's a different guy. Who was it then anyway, Glenn Dark? Sam said Slingshot, he went hiking yesterday, and I think he said he's probably got to sleep. Yeah, he was on earlier, wasn't he, Sam, for a bit? I think, did he say he was going to walk his dog? Has he got a dog? Someone said they was going to walk their dog. Someone said they was going to take their wife to work. Dart said Scotland was the belt, not the cane. What was worse? Yeah, he was on, Sam, I think. Freddie said some teachers in my school whacked the table next to us. Yeah, some teachers, if they're old enough, I don't know about your kind of age, Freddie, but no, they'd probably be ancient if they were. But yeah, when I was in secondary school in the 90s, there were still teachers about who knew what it was like to cane kids, and you could tell that they still wanted to. Or whatever, not just cane them, corporal punishment, whatever. Slingshot said I bought a genuine water buffalo horn for $3 in the pet section at Walmart. Nice. Can you get? Do they do antler? I think you can buy antler chew things, can't you? I don't know. It probably must be the same. Yeah. Fred said the same teacher smashed someone's phone in class. Zed said to Glenn the Dark, the cane left thin red stripes on your ass. Looked like you sat on a hot grill, branded yourself. Henry said to me, I was the dog guy. He was going to sleep. Oh, he was going to sleep. All right, nice one, Henry. Cheers, mate. Carl said a lot of people saw a difference in kids' behaviour after they got rid of the punishments. I bet they did, Carl. I bet they did. Seems worse nowadays, I tell you, because when I was at school, you did know respect, and you did respect teachers and that, and you did respect police. You know, but nowadays, a lot of people, a lot of youngsters know too much and sort of know what they can get away with, if that makes sense. Because we didn't know what you could really get away with and what you couldn't. If that makes sense to you. That's to everyone anyway. Freddie says she hit the table with a ruler. Sometimes I blaze her by accident. Glenn Dark says Slingshot 69 was one of those guys that filmed the police. Oh, I know you're on about, and acted all judgmental, and then got done for child pornography. Got 18 years. Not long enough. Scumbag. And I used to like watching his videos. Ah, yeah, I don't know who that is then, but watching his audits. But yeah, some of these idiots who do that bloody. I suppose it all depends your perspective on things, but the way I see it is just because you can do something doesn't mean you should do it. And that filming the police and annoying them just because you legally can isn't necessarily. I've never agreed with it because it just makes other people look bad. The people who need to film it because they are being abused get sort of fucked over by the people who just do it just to annoy the police, sort of thing. You know what I mean? Slingshot said, "You have a similar cane, Mike." What one? Richard said, "I saw the news report about female teacher who pulled a student's trousers down and spanked him at front of the class for not doing his homework." Bit kinky for my taste. John said, "I'm officially finished school tomorrow. Thank God. Here in Ireland, we're having predicted grades, which I'm over the moon about." Nice one, John. Deadhead glow in the dark. We used to get board rubbers thrown at us if we didn't look like we weren't paying attention. It did wonders for duck reaction times. Object History said we went to Catholic school, boys' high school here in the US, and they beat the crap out of us. Each teacher had his own method: antenna whip, punch, lift you by the hairs around your ears. Fucking hell, sounds like a nightmare. But at the same time, if you're sort of used to it, I'm not saying it's right, but certain ages of people, you're sort of, it's what you had, wasn't it, sort of thing. Right, John, good to see you on. I imagine I went to go back to the old Egyptian times and show us an AK-47 and M16 rifle. See them bow at my feet. Oh, you want to go back then? Yeah. Friends, I'm not going back to school till September. My brother is going back Monday. Ah, bloody hell. Singleton said, "How's the ash hunt, Iron Man?" We have got hardwood trees here. I've got an oak tree in my garden. I've got an oak tree. There's ash. There's beech. There's a bloody wood near me that's full of beech trees. Yeah, there are plenty of hardwoods over here. But a lot of the time, you can't just walk into a wood and cut a tree down. But I've got a whole wood near me that's a beech wood. Oh, Manta said slingshot is in the pipeline. Did I suppose it's too late now. I was going to say, did Glenn Dart's thing ever get? Yeah, I don't know that channel, but I know of those channels, Glenn Dart. John said the Bowie knife is pretty nice, Mike. Now he needs a cold steel bow to do it. Now all I need is a cold steel bow to do it too. Nice one. Things that ash is the hardwood. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, we've got ash, oak, beech. Randy said, "What wood is good for food flavour in the UK?" No idea. Ask video base. What was the stuff said? Stream window lagged out for me and just reloaded it. Yeah, I'll tell you what I'm going to do, John. I'm going to get another one of these marbles Bowies. I'll get one of them cold steel ones as well. You know the ones that you sent me that link to? That they're not actually cold steel. They're the other thing, aren't they? But they're the people who make the cold steel ones. I'm going to get one of those and do one of these mods if they're cheap. You know what I'm on about. But I want to get I'm going to get another one of these, and I'm going to do. That's it, Lasher. That's it, John. I'm going to get another one of these. I made that glow in the dark. It was from an existing machete, but I did the handle. I made the whole thing, sheath and everything. Yeah, I'm going to get one of them last year ones as well, John. But yeah, I want to get. I'll finish what I was going to say. I'm going to get another one of these blades, and I'm going to do it. I'm going to gun blue it, and I'm going to make it look like one of the Cold Steel Civil War Bowie. No, that's sorry, internet got cut off again. I was never bothered getting filmed on duty. A lot of these guys just try to provoke the other. That's what I was saying. Yeah, there's a lot of people do it on purpose. As I was saying, just because you can do something doesn't mean you should. And that's the issue with me, I think. Some people do it just because they can and just to provoke things. And then it makes the people who need to do it not want to do it or look bad, sort of thing. Oh man, have you ever seen those speedboat type things? Like a dolphin and a swordfish. Yeah, I have seen them, Iron Man. Yeah, yeah, very interesting. John said that looks badass. Thank you. Freddie said, Birch. Oh yeah, of course. So he said, my challenge to Mike is to wear 5 knives. I can't on this stream. You have to explain that more to me. What do you want me to what? Wear 5 knives? Paradox, got any bayonets? Always fancied an SLR one. No, I've only got that one there, which is the it's like an AKM type one. It's the only one I've got. But Liam's bought me one as a gift. John said I got part of my powder actuated pellet rifle coming. Nice. Is that your 2-2 or is that a different one? Dancing around 5 knives sounds painful. That's what I was thinking. Well, maybe I'll have one on each hip, one across my back, and I'll make a shoulder holster for 2. That's 5. Don said it is the 2-2. Nice. I know that's your little joke about the powder actuated pellet gun. Weapons I've said to glow in the dark. It's in the States. See if you can get a Swiss STGW 57 bayonet cheap, about 40 quid. Yeah, that's what Liam's has bought me as a present. Iron Man said, Mike, I have a challenge for you. Eat a whole block of cheese smothered in crunchy peanut butter. Fuck's sake. You ain't seen the size of our fucking cheese. It's this bloody big. Bought from the cash and carry. It's bigger than a fucking brick. And I mean, it's like 2 bricks. I'll struggle with that. Carl said Sea Breacher, I think it's called. Oh, man. Fred said, what's your favourite air gun, Mike? Any type. Well, I do like a nice, I like a nice traditional air rifle, basically. Full power air rifle. Jason said, yes, Mike. To have 5 sheathed knives on the body that won't hamper your body movement. All right, I reckon I could do that. And someone's asked me to make a shoulder holster anyway. Yeah, so I can have one here, one across my back, 2 on my because this, I'll tell you what, as long as you have, I ain't got the bloody leg tie on this, but as long as you have the leg tie, you can't see anyway. But if you don't have a leg tie, your knife does that. So it always hangs down and then it waves about. If you have a leg tie on it, every time you move your leg, you can even sit down with the knife still at your side. Iron Man's going at his old mallets again. I couldn't grow a mallet, Iron Man. Iron Man said, grow a mallet or never. Oh, no, all right, I'll let you off then. I thought you was trying to get me to grow a mallet again. He said, grow a mullet or never shave your beard again. I'd grow a mullet, mate. As long as I could cut it off. He said, so I used to carry 5 knives on me whenever I went out. Cut it down to 4 now. That's fine. 5 seemed really excessive. Glenn Dark said, used to like the Oppenel knives and have a cracking Green River Venture fishing knife made by H.M. Slater in Sheffield. Nice one. I like the old Oppenels. I sold mine though. And I skinned. I had one of the big ones, not the biggest one, but quite a big one. Right. American snipers said real weapons. Yes, but they're hidden behind banners. If you look here, you can see that the actual real thing's there, but I had to put it behind banners. JBO said to things that sounds like a laugh. I'll give it a go. I don't know when it will happen, but I'll give it a go. Slingshot said, and you have to run with 5 knives on. All right. Jog anyway. Depends how I feel. Jess said, I'll be interested in the shoulder holster or a knife. All right. I'll definitely do that soon, Zed. Iron Man said, a mic, a mullet would make you look like Tony Tucker. Message voice. I'm not sure, Freddie. For a bit longer, anyway. I'm not going off right now. Yes, please, John. Glenn Dark said, the Rambo 3 knives were cool. I seem to remember they cost 600 quid. Fucking hell. Yeah. That's why I prefer making these kind of things. I much prefer, I know this isn't as thick as the real thing and probably not as good steel as the real thing. Well, no, this is just a nice high carbon steel, which is perfect for what you want. I would say though, I would stop the cheese thing at the minute because I'm not really in the mood for too much weird bollocks, and one of the mods might end up blocking people. Just keep writing cheese constantly. Yeah, I don't mind just doing my own copy, even if it's not as good, because I think half the things you can do at home are, and you still get the feel of it. You know what I mean? Yeah, I quite like making my own versions of things. You can get it for so much cheaper. Yeah, because someone in the chat, I can't remember who it was. I know they was joking when they said it, but they said something about buying knives to make knives. But the whole point of this is that cost me 20 quid. That whole, well, I'd say about 30 quid altogether. That cost me 30 quid. You'd not get a knife like that for 30 quid if you want to buy it. Ron said, ever seen the Boondocks? No, I've never got round to seeing that yet. Because you could be the father with a ton of holsters of guns, never reloading, but just putting a new gun. I'll have to watch that now. Let's say. John said, Mike, I've started a cult. Help. For fuck's sake. Glenn Dark said, I spent 14 years on the waiting list for a £1,000 Ray Mears knife. It's nice, but not worth that money. But they've stopped selling them as the waiting list was full. So still worth a good deal. Yeah, I know about them knives. Yeah, if you've got the money in that. See, I haven't, so I'm happy with just making my own versions of these things. But the other thing is, a lot of these knives, I wouldn't use them, so it's pointless. I know you wouldn't use. I doubt you'd use a £1,000 Ray Mears knife anyway, but some people do. I imagine a sharpened spade could be a good thing, a good weapon. I think so, definitely. Well, you can get them, can't you? Like Spetsnaz shovels, aren't they? Have you met Ray Mears, have you, Sam? Nice one. I like Ray Mears. Dad said 5 sheath knives, 1 on each hip, 2 shoved through the belt at the front and the stiletto wall at the back. Easy. Oh, and Bear Grylls. Dark said Bianchi holster. His accent not as good as a shoemaker, but unfortunately out of business. Bear Grylls, can't stand him. A lot of people who are actually into their properly into their survival sort of stuff don't really like Bear Grylls, do they? I think Bear Grylls is, he probably does good because he like the head of the Scouts now, so he probably does good for the the publicity for the Scouts, getting the kids into Scouts and that. But yeah, his bloody programs. If you followed half the stuff he did, you'd be fucking dead in a couple of days. Iron Man said a normal Mora knife is as good as any knife. Exactly, and they're about a tenner, aren't they, Iron Man? No, I was on about Bear Grylls then, Sam. But I may be mistaken. I like Ray Mears though. John said I don't need a dipshit. Oh, Ray Mears or Bear Grylls. Yeah. Yeah, the Bush Ducker Man. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he was great. Irishman, you're right, mate, by the way. Yeah, I always liked the Bush Ducker Man. He was one of the first ones who got me into that kind of stuff. Things said Condor Bushnell had it for 6 years, 35 quid. It keeps a lovely edge. I'm paying £1,000 for a knife. Fred said, I used to watch Bear Grylls every morning. He's entertaining. Yeah, Bear is fake, but he's not stupid, but not the best. I think the problem with Bear Grylls is a lot of it is for entertainment purposes. Now, the producers probably say to him, you know, what would happen if you wrung out that shit in your mouth? Would it kill you? And he probably says no. So they probably say, well, go on then. I mean, whereas if you did that in a proper survival situation where you had to live, you know, if you wasn't going to be discovered for weeks, ringing shit in your mouth is probably going to kill you quicker than not, isn't it? But it does make people want to watch it. But I've got no interest in that kind of crap. Iron Man said I would never pay £1,000 for a knife. I'd rather buy a decent antique sword. Yeah, same here, Iron Man. I'll be honest, I wouldn't even pay £1,000 for a sword either. But I know what you're getting at there. Buy 10 swords or 5 swords. Good answer. Bear Grylls stages, whereas Ramirez is real in my humble opinion. Yeah, I totally agree with you. Fred, yeah, I liked it because he was entertaining. Some of it was true. Yes, some of the stuff he some of his advice is good, but there are nearly every episode was full of one like totally fucking proper dodgy, dangerous thing. But I don't massively like. I don't. Hang on, I don't massively dislike Bear Grylls. I think as a person, he's probably a decent bloke, and he does good on for the like. Cause he's the head of the Scouts now. As I was saying, he probably gets a lot of kids joining the Scouts. But yeah, he's certainly not a cunt or anything. But John said, if you're in it due to a broken down vehicle, stay near the vehicle. Exactly. Sam said Bear Grylls just likes to get his clothes off. JBO said, yeah, where you previously Sam Outdoors. Yeah, that's who Sam Black is, yeah. I should be on tomorrow, by the way. Don't forget, everyone, to go and watch my video I put on earlier. I want to see your opinions on my lockdown questions. Yeah, exactly, Freddie. Yeah, when he swam 40 meters under a frozen ice, never do it. No, exactly. Cheers, Tactical. Yeah, cheers anyone who's been putting the affiliate links on tonight, including some of the non-mods. I appreciate it, by the way. I don't know. I think you get so used to the Nightbot stuff, you don't see it anymore. But it's all good. I appreciate you doing it. It's good that I don't have to do that. Sam said my YouTube channel got hacked last week. I did it. Fucking hell. Why? What did you say, Slingshot? Is Carl wants to see your spike? I'm actually slightly ill at the minute, Slingshot. I got like a stomach ache and groin pains. I don't want to keep getting up. That's why I've barely moved the whole stream, and I'm sat back like this. No, I'm not ignoring you, mate. I didn't see it. I could barely even lean forward to touch the bloody thing. Actually, I ain't got my spike truncheon anymore anyway, because I was worried about the guard on it. The guard on my spiked truncheon was technically made for punching, which could make it illegal. If that guard was to protect your hand, then it's not. It's a D guard. If it's made for punching, though, then it makes it a knuckle duster. So I had to take that guard off. I ain't actually got my spike truncheon anymore. But if you watch my video, you'll see it. Glenn Dark said, Bear recommended drinking piss and contaminated water. That's what I mean. If you did that, you'd kill yourself quicker, wouldn't you? Yeah. Ray made a cheese board out of a tree. Two very different animals, but very entertaining. Yeah, good fun. I like that. But yeah, if I was stuck with anyone, I'd like it to be Ray Mears, because give it a day, we'd have a nice shelter, and he'd be serving you up some gourmet bloody mealies, bloody fan. Sam said, so now, oh, that's a shame, Sam. Yeah, sorry to hear that. Glenn Dark's a slingshot warrior. I owe you an apology, sir. Mistook you for slingshot 69. Totally different person. No offence attended. I apologise. I'll be honest with you, Glenn Dark. I don't think he even realised. I don't think he noticed. So you're all good. But Slingshot's a good bloke. He'd accept your apology there. Ron said Bear showed me how to peel the bacon off a tree. Fuck's sake. Mington had to restart his phone. I'll probably be on to at least past, by the way, tonight. I'm quite enjoying tonight. Tactical said to Liam, maybe try using Firefox. Don't like, I keep having to close YouTube when we started. I don't know what that issue is. It's very annoying, isn't it? I know there are issues with YouTube at the minute, though. You'll have to resub to him, JBO. He still is doing his guitar stuff, isn't he? And Sam, I'm sure I've seen you put some on recently, or have you had to delete all those? Do you know what I'm getting recently? I don't know about you, Liam. Shitloads of potential spam, fake. I'm a manager from a company. We want to buy ads on your videos. Now, they may be legitimate, but I think most of them are bullshit. And they're going to try and hack me. That shit just gets deleted straight away. Iron Man said, Michael is a warrior name. Did you know that? I didn't. I know it's biblical, though. Sam said, I've got a new guitar coming next week. Nice one, Sam. Friends said I have 7%. I need to be in the place. Need to be at a place I'm shooting at for 8 a.m. Oh, you going off, Freddie, or something? Things that I understand, Glow. But that gut is a degenerate of the lowest form. And isn't he English? I'm an American. Oh, so you know who that is then, Slingshot? No, Slingshot knows who it is. I've never heard of him. But I know of them people. Carl said he's working with leather difficult. Fancy trying. I'll tell you what, Carl, I find it quite enjoyable to do. If you do it on how I do it, like there's a lot more steps to what I do. You can start shaving off the edges and all shit like that. But the way I do it really simple. And yeah, I think it's all right, Kyle. I quite enjoy doing leather sheaths. In fact, every knife I make now, I'm going to make leather sheaths for them. Yeah, but I do it slightly different to a professional, and I think the way I do it makes it slightly easier. It probably might not last as long as theirs in heavy use. I don't know though. I think it probably would last just as long. But yeah, I think working with leather is actually quite enjoyable. Richard said I need to get around to fixing my guitar amp. Iron Man said, yeah, Archangel Michael defeated Lucifer. Kicked him out. I did not know that, Iron Man. Nice one. No, I've got no food test stuff coming up at the minute, Iron Man. But you never know. Great Knights of Slingshot Warrior. I didn't know you were USA. Same as me. Only heard about this today. Totally disgusted. I'm a subscriber of his. Yeah, that's the first I'd heard of that. That's bloody hell, I'm slipping. Just noticed. You've dyed the sheath. Yeah, yeah. Thank you, Tactical. Looks quite nice, doesn't it? Got a bit of an age look to it. That wasn't deliberate. Just trying to get a bit of better light for you. Yeah, ain't gonna work. I'm really happy with that. Definitely gonna do more. Yeah, they look better on these Bowies anyway. I quite like my Kydex one for that, but a traditional leather sheath does look very nice. It's just the bloody money it costs to buy the bloody leather. It's not that dear, but to buy a 1 foot by 1 foot 3 mil thick bit of leather is about £6, I think. Actually, that's not bad, is it? Saying that. Thingshot said you took my advice and dyed the leather brown. Yes, I did. There's quite a few people mentioned it, but yeah. Iron Man, I said, I feel like watching Rambo First Blood. I'm going to watch a film tonight. I fancy a sci-fi tonight for some reason. I don't know why. JBS, at some point in the future, Mike, we'll be taking orders on leather shifts. If people was interested, Jim, yeah, definitely, I think so. Yeah, I could probably do it a lot cheaper than other people would charge people. And probably like proper custom to what you wanted. Maybe, Jim. But yeah, if people are interested, definitely. If you can hear my stomach going, it's been going all night. They said they could hear it on the microphone. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, maybe then. Yeah, I definitely wouldn't say no, put it that way. Yeah. Well, I wouldn't mind, in all honesty, I wouldn't mind doing these whole things to sell. But I could definitely do sheaves. But yeah, one day I wouldn't mind actually selling these, doing the whole fucking Bowies. Being said, yeah, great film, Iron Man. Whenever I feel like watching a film, I can't pick one. I choose Predator. Oh, nice. There you go. That's a sci-fi, technically, isn't it? Seeing said, I feel like watching a classic cartoon. Heathcliff. Nice. Object History said, I was thinking of taking a leather working class right when the COVID lockdown started. Oh, nice. That would have been good. Yeah, I do my leather work very, amateurishly. I do it my own way. But yeah, I quite enjoy working with leather. I'd put it off for years because I didn't think I would like it. Because I'd always tried it like the really hard way and try to like push a needle through leather. That's virtually impossible. You have to make a hole first. You cannot physically push a needle through 3 mil 3 mil leather with your fingers. So that sort of put me off years ago. But yeah, if you do it properly, amateurishly but properly, yeah, it's quite nice. I do enjoy working with leather. I'm really happy with that. Tactical said, if you like sci-fi, type sci-fi shorts into YouTube. I'll tell you what, I have got something I want to watch tonight. You just reminded me. Everyone look up Blood Machines. It's a Shudder exclusive, but you can probably get it other places. It's 3 episodes, but you can just watch it like a film. It'll only be an hour long though. Blood Machines. Oh man, it looks amazing. Genuinely looks fucking brilliant. I keep seeing adverts for it on YouTube. I think originally it started off as like a music video, but people liked the music video so much, people asked them if they'd make a film. These video makers make a film. But it's proper in space sci-fi. Freddie said, if you'd be watching something tonight, I'll carry on rewatching Outnumbered. Oh, I do like Outnumbered, yeah. Yeah, I like Outnumbered. I've got a couple of them on DVD. Oni, is it? So that's a lot of weapons. I'm watching the series QED, if anyone's old enough to remember that. No, I don't know that one, Irishman. Zed said to Glow in the Dark, I saw Carl Perkins and Bo Diddley when they toured the UK many years ago. Fred said, how do you put a hole in the leather? You can use a awl and hit it. This is how I do it. It's not the right way. An awl and just hammer along, or you can drill the holes. Gabriel said to Glow in the Dark, my favourite guitarist has to be either Brian May or Buckethead. Who's yours? Weapons, I said, two space hunters are tracking down a machine trying to free itself. After taking it down, they witness a mystical phenomenon. The ghost of a young woman, pulls itself out of the machine. Found it wasn't. I'll tell you what, Liam, I think it looks amazing. Whether it is or not, I don't know. They might just be really good at making a really good trailer. You know what I mean? But yeah, I think it looks really good. But it's only an hour long. It's 3 like 20-minute episodes, and I think that's it. But I think you'd have to let me know what you think, Liam. I've got it. I might watch it tonight. But I think it looks really good. Aliens, Ronnie. I got Aliens. I got my Alien box set's up. Yeah, it's up there. My Alien box set is up there. Sam said he has a knife that needs a sheath. All right, Sam. Yeah. Well, if I ever get into it, definitely feel like messaging me. Definitely message me about it because I'm well up for that. Here's something that might interest you, Freddie. I don't know about interest you, but here's an interesting fact for you from Outnumbered. You know the oldest son? Do you know who his dad is in real life? You may not actually know who his dad is in real life, but the actor, Tiger Drew Honey, the oldest boy in Outnumbered, this is to everyone now. Do you know who his dad is? Sam Black said, when I do my next camping video, I'll show the knife in the video. Oh, nice one, Sam. Yeah, I'll look out for that then. Fred said, the Tiger Kid is the oldest one, was on the chase. Freddie said, I don't know who he is, but is he very famous? He's very famous in certain certain genres. Tiger Drew Honey's dad is the porn star Ben Dover. Yeah, so the kid from Outnumbered, the oldest son in Outnumbered, his dad in real life is Ben Dover. Good movie, free on YouTube. It's The Sweeney with Ray Winston and the Booze Cruise. Well worth watching. You know what? I've never watched that. I've been sort of tempted to. That's good, is it, Glenn? I'll tell you what I bought recently. I got Sexy Beast. That's Ray Winston. Yeah. Biscuits said, all right, mate, all right. And he said, have you tried the TRM Viator slip joint? In all honesty, mate, never heard of it. My favourite UK legal carry. Just got myself Horizon Red back the other day. Things are beast. Yeah, they are. I've got mine just there. Yeah, you got to love them. Yeah, never heard of that one, mate. I might have to look into that. Oh, he said that on the chase, did he? Yeah, it always makes me laugh because I've got quite a few bend over DVDs. Freddie said Tiger could probably watch it himself being made on DVD. Yeah, probably could. Good point, Freddie. Yeah, that way. Fuck's sake. We won't go into too much detail about that. That said, Battle of the Five Armies is on the TV now. Not a very good movie, but decent battles. Malcolm reckons he loved that. He was drunk when he watched it, though. And Londinium Army really likes that. I need to watch those. I like all of the Lord of the Rings and Hobbits, but I never got around to watching that last one. I'll probably buy it on DVD. Basic said they're close to 200 quid, but worth every penny. If you're a knife nerd like me. Nice one, mate. Yeah, I've not heard of that one. Weapons, I saw a documentary he did on porn and another weird one on bodybuilding. Oh, what, Tiger Drew Honey? Yeah. Ben Dover's quite an interesting bloke, though. He's quite entertaining as well. Yeah, he's quite a funny bloke. Yeah, and BBC Three documentaries, Liam. Yeah, watch his childhood on Outnumbered. Yeah, I do like Outnumbered. I've got a couple of the series up there. Because they're showing it again, aren't they? I think due to the COVID, a lot of stuff. Because I noticed tonight they had My Family on from series 1. That's not been shown for fucking years. He'll have Only Fools and Horses back on BBC One next. Slingshot said, you can take off the D guard on this. Yeah, well, I could, but it would leave holes in it. Irishman said, underrated guitarist is Akira Takasaki from the metal band Loudness. Then Art said, give them a watch, Mike. and fussy, and I enjoyed them both. Right, what ones was that? Glow in the dark. Oh yes, all right, yeah, I will do. Yeah, the Sweeney and that. Yeah. When was I probably saw it years ago, so I can't remember what channel. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there was BBC Three documentaries. Yeah, originally, it's where a lot of that stuff sort of came from. JB, I should never heard of him, Irishman. I'll check him out. Oh, you were talking about musicians, weren't you? I couldn't join in with the musician talk. I really don't know any guitarists, really. Zed said, bend, but you lot carry on, enjoy yourselves. Zed said, bend over videos, co-starring Felber Cavity by any chance. I'm surprised his mates won't got that. I won't go into too much detail about bend over DVDs, but he used to do what they call gonzo pornography, where it's just a single camera and they'll even talk to the people. But quite a lot of his DVDs and that are actually quite funny, but they spend like half an hour talking to the bird before they do what they're going to do, and they're quite jokey. You know, it's actually, you know, sometimes that bit's as good as the rest. Say no more though. It is 11:30 though, so you know we could get away with this talk. Biscuit said, "You much of a catapult guy?" Not really. I do have some, and I have made some, but yeah, I'm not really good with them, Biscuits. But I know Gamekeeper Johnny. I was talking to his dad a bit on here. See you later, Object History. Yeah, cheers for joining in, mate. And JB, are you off as well? I am on tomorrow, JB. See you tomorrow, mate. French Only Fools and Horses is a classic. Always on gold. I need to watch it again. I do like Only Fools and Horses. No, well, I know you probably ain't old enough to, Freddie. That's why I thought I wouldn't keep going on about it. Leonard Dart said, I like a lot of Jason Statham. I like Jason Statham. I think he's good. Because the bullies always get owned. Spend my life's career sorting bullies out. Yeah, exactly. That's it, Leonard Dart. I like Jason Statham. I watched The Meg recently. That was good. Yeah, In Bruges. I've been meaning to watch that for years. Now, I don't like Colin Farrell either. In fact, I can't stand him. But it's still watchable, is it? All right. And now you've said that, yeah, I'm not a fan of Colin Farrell either. But if that's still watchable, if you reckon it is, I might give that a go. Singson said, are you going to start selling on Amazon, Mike? Possibly, if I can get the stuff on there. Because Amazon's slightly harder to sell on than eBay because they want like proper products. It's harder to sell homemade stuff on there. But I'll give it a go, Slingshot. Fraser, Gamekeeper John is a good lad, and his mates, Fur, Feather, and Finn. Check him out. Irishman said I would have liked to have been a porn actor, but didn't have the balls for it. Fuck's sake. Slingshot, I watched Deep Blue Sea the other day for the first time recently. What crap CGI. You know, I can't remember what the CGI is like. It's not a bad film, though, is it? If you can ignore the crap CGI, I can't remember what it was like. Did you like the overall film, though? I quite liked Deep Blue Sea. I thought it was all right. Basically, it's a two-man stabbed to death up here in Inverness last night. Doesn't help for our cause. Yeah, I know. It just gets worse and worse. Friends, just scroll down Pornhub. 90% of it is well, I'll leave out the things that I'm on tomorrow. What time you start? I'm not Eastern, Northeast. 9 p.m. UK time, so I think that's 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Pretty sure it's 5 hours difference. I'm Slingshot Warrior now, according to my. Oh, what did I read? Oh, thing is, I knew that was you, though, Liam. Did I say Slingshot Warrior? I even knew that was you who'd said it. Let's say, did I say Slingshot Warrior? Tactical said, I've tried Etsy. They let you sell homemade stuff, but I'm not sure the policy on weapons. No, I'll tell you what, they're on Etsy, knives. I've even seen them selling crosses on there. You know, old slapjacks. Yeah, you can even sell them on Etsy. Yeah, I think Etsy's probably the perfect place. So, yes, Liam is now slingshot owner. Oh. Liam said, you said slingshot warrior. Said, read my comment, and said Liam said afterwards. Iron Man said, my favourite line, if it was a porn actor, would be, don't worry, baby, you're going to get all twinsies tonight. Yeah, In Between Us was good, Freddie. Slingshot warrior said, pornography isn't good for you. Glenn Dart said, my real name is Chris. It's funny thing is, I knew it was Chris, and I bloody forgot. Glenn Dart. I'll probably still end up saying glow in the dark, though. You know me. Yeah, no, I do remember you saying it was Chris before. Might say if you haven't said glow in the dark, buddy, it's a bit of a mouthful. Yeah, funny thing is, I do remember you saying it was Chris before. We'll see what happens. I'm terrible. I'll be honest with you. A lot of the time, it's easier to say the name though, the actual ID name, so that people know who I'm saying is saying it. No, I never saw the Donald. Oh no, there it is. Yeah, I think I was. No, yeah. I don't know what made me miss that. Glow in the dark, Chris said, talking about silly names like Bend Over, I met a doctor on the Isle of Skye called Donald Duck. Real name and older than the cartoon character. No word of lie. Ain't that strange? A bit like Larry Lamb. But he always said, you know the actor Lawrence Lamb, Larry Lamb, he always said he fucking hated being called Larry Lamb. And that's not actually a stage name, that's a real name, Larry Lamb. He said he hated it. He's always hated it. Jet Set Slingshot or attractive women in tight clothes aren't healthy either. Well, they bugger up my breathing anyway. Slingshot said you should get one of those high power slingshot that burns, Mike. Fred said, you know, cornflake were made to stop wanking. Yes, I have heard that. Right, I'm going to have to be going off soon because it's 11:30 now and I have still got something to do. Yeah, I better go off now in all honesty. I've still got some stuff I need to get done that I didn't get time to do earlier. But yeah, it's been good. I've enjoyed tonight. Just laughing. Biscuits, he said, I'm Robbie Eddy. Lol, talk about like his stupid names. But yeah, cheers, Iron Man. I enjoyed it tonight. I hope you all have a good evening. Probably too late for me to watch a film now. Oh no, I could still watch Blood Machines. I couldn't. That's only an hour long. Yeah, clean up for half an hour. Watch Blood Machines. Yeah, I'll probably do that tonight. Check out Blood Machines. It might be really good. I think it looks really good. Yeah, funny, isn't it, Glenn the Dark? Yeah, Larry Lamb. He said he fucking hated his name, and that's his real name. Because you'd think that'd be a stage name, Larry Lamb, wouldn't you, the actor? Yeah, so he fucking hates it. He's always hated it because it's been took the piss out of. Right, I'll see you all tomorrow about 9:00 or US time. That would be. But this way, it's 5 hour difference. So yeah, if we're on at 9, it should be 5:00 in America. Right. Thank you for watching, everyone. I appreciate it. It's been a really good stream. I'll see you tomorrow. Good night.